Act. The NGO Act stipulates very clearly that community-based organizations are registered by the Registrar of Societies that is under the docket of social services. You cannot go to court before getting in touch with that office. That's the first place that these women should have gone to. And another thing, community-based organizations are organizations that are actually run and benefit a certain community in a certain jurisdiction. Does the jurisdiction in Kariobangi South know that this community-based organization has been operating fraudulently? Where did these people actually report that? Does the Director of Social Services in Nairobi understand and know that there's an organization that was taken to court supposedly outside of the country for something that they are not aware of? No. And another thing, you can never take a community-based organization in Kenya to a court in Germany. Things don't work that way. That is not their jurisdiction. They have no freaking fucking business talking about a community-based organization in Kenya, in Germany. So people need to understand the law and how the law works. It's not about a German court. It's about the rule of law. And what is right, what is wrong, period. Emotions aside. Sawa sawa. Munafaa kuelewa the way things work before you open your mouth here and start talking from a place of ignorance. And I'll give you an example. The reason why, and I'm going to say Nyako was a smart thief because, listen, she chose to use personal numbers. If you're going to be calling her thief, it's going to be a thief from stealing from personal numbers. But you're not going to call her a thief and attach the community-based organization with it, because this woman never put money in any community-based organization account. She's very different from Jacqueline. We are in court with Jacqueline and the case is ongoing and it reached a place of hearing because Jacqueline fundraised with a personal number and transferred money into a bank account that belongs to a community-based organization. There is a big difference. Unaelewa? So when I took Jacqueline to court for fraud, it was based on money that she collected through a personal number and fed it into a CBO account. And there is proof of that. And then this money is no longer in the CBO account, guys. That is how you talk about fraud. But how are you going to attach a CBO with a person that was fundraising money on a personal line and she never put that money in a community-based organization account? How are you going to explain to the court that this is related to a community-based organization? So I think some of these things require a little bit of exposure and education and the lack of emotions when you're making decisions like this, especially in platforms like this. For me, I've always told you, I stand by the truth and nothing but the truth. It doesn't matter how much hate you guys are going to propel out there. It does not matter to me. I will stand with the truth today, yesterday, and tomorrow, and I know the truth can never change. And I'm saying it again, so many, tuendeni hata Gumbaru school because it's necessary. Na watu pia wapeleke watoto shuleni because we are actually going to be giving birth to a very dangerous generation. If we are the women that are going to be here embodying accountability and we are doing it from a place of ignorance and a place of lack of exposure and knowledge, I think that we are going to be giving birth to children who are actually going to follow our traits, and I think it's not safe. So let us learn to love books. Let us learn to love Google. Let us read as much as you can so that anytime you come on a platform to talk about an issue, you speak from a place of knowledge. And when you talk about accountability, remember rule number 1, anyone who wants to talk about accountability must also know and acknowledge and respect the rule of law. When you don't have respect for the rule of law, you don't have respect for judicial process, a due judicial process, you have no business talking about accountability. So thank you, everybody. I think it's time for me to go. I'm thanking all the people who are tapping my screen, everybody that gifted me. I appreciate you, and thank you to my moderators that always do a wonderful job, protect the platform, make sure that the lives are sustainable. So thank you very much. Oh, I forgot one thing. I really didn't want to talk too much about it, but there's this drama about Truth Watchdog, I don't know, Chisoni, and all the shenanigans around them. Guys, listen. I think it's one thing to claim to love Chira and another to choose to use Chira even when he's dead. Let this guy rest. I think it's all clout chasing. It's a whole lot of bullshit. I mean, it's painful to listen to. I don't know what the intention is, but I wish them well as they continue getting gifts. And hey, Chira was powerful. And that is why these people are still using his name even after he's been buried. But I'm going to tell you one thing. Do you think if 8 million was not raised on this platform, do you think that if Chira did not get the love and the grace that everybody extended to that family, would these men be talking? If Chira was just buried, just a regular person, buried somewhere with just 100 or 200,000, would these people be talking for justice? Would these people be fighting for his justice? Would they be doing so? So I'm telling you, the only reason why Truth Watchdog, Chesoni, and every other person that is complaining about Chira's death, the only reason why they're complaining is because they do not feel comfortable that they did not have access to that money, and they were not given an opportunity to use the death of Chira to fundraise and get money on this platform. And so they are punching holes and punching Baba Talisha because they know that Baba Talisha has access, and Baba Talisha is the only gatekeeper at this moment around Shosho. That is the reason why they are attacking him 24/7. So anyway, Baba Talisha naye ni nani asikii maneno, because mimi niliona hizi vitu kitambo. They say what an elder sees when the elder is sitting down, they can see beyond the Iroko tree. I saw these things, and that is why I warned him, na nikamwambia, after the burial, detach, put this money in a trust fund, and then let a company take care of the issue of Shosho na nyumba yake. But nae Baba Talisha ni nani? Chekesha. Akaenda kunitengenezea duet akifikiria I'm his enemy. What I know, and I'm saying it here confidently, these boys, these men are people who are not used to working. They are so used to getting free money, and they are very uncomfortable with Baba Talisha because he got that access to the free money. He got the grace, he got the gifts, he got the visibility through Chira's death. And that is something that will forever make them uncomfortable. So Baba Talisha, brace yourself. You are still going to be attacked every day. These people are going to tell you everything and everything that they can. Lives zitafunguliwa na bado utaambiwa mambo kabisa. Na mimi ningekuwa CID wa Kenya, ningeshika Truth Watchdog na huyo mtu wa pikipiki, because what freaking business do you have carrying a dead body on your pikipiki? For what purpose? I would have Truth Watchdog as a first suspect in Chira's death, because Truth Watchdog apparently knows that Chira's body was collected with a pikipiki and he was carried dead, and he even has recordings with the pikipiki man. He would be my first suspect. So CIDs, kama munasikiza, because I know that you are always here on TikTok, pay attention to Truth Watchdog and his movements. I believe that he should be the first suspect when we are talking about a person that killed Chira. Tafuteni vizuri na mumchunguze, because I am finding his interest to be very peculiar in this case. Sawa sawa. Asanteni sana. I love you all. Take care of yourself. Sasa mwende mkajirombose. Sawa sawa. Haya, kwaherini. How are you doing? Nasi umepotea aki. Are you good?